general. I don't. But in all sincerity, what I wanted to say is that this election is close. It matters. And one of the other things that Mark and I have in common, both by an out-of-state California billionaire named Tom Steyer. Not enough California steals our water. Now they're trying to fire our election. So I just want in this room to make sure you tell your friends and your family for Tom Steyer and to say yes to Bernadette and yes to McSally, okay? So I thank you. I thank you. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce somebody I think needs no introduction. You may have recently seen him starring in the Judiciary Committee here.
The air conditioning campaign for the GOP. Listen, General, good luck. Anybody that's on the wrong side of Tom Steyer, I am with you. So, you ready to win? Yeah! Let's talk about two things: Martha and Kavanaugh. Yeah! I was pissed. When it comes to Martha, I'm really excited. My friends from Arizona, I've been coming out here a long time, telling the same stupid jokes about your friend John McCain. And I miss him. Thank you very much. Come spend money. But we're looking forward, right? We got a country to run. We got wars to win. Taxes to win. Judges to win. I just want to start with one thing. It may not bother cinema that you fight for the Taliban, but it bothers the hell out of me. So clearly, she doesn't know anything about the Taliban. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan 47 times, mostly with John McCain. He missed getting shot at, so we went everywhere. Nobody else would go. What have I learned about this war? We better win. You may be tired of fighting them, but they sure as hell not tired of fighting you. And somebody's got to go fight them. Remember 9/11? I'll never forget it. They're still at it. There's people like Martha that keep them away from here. You want to be here? Some of us have got to go over there. So it's my reserve duty, small contribution. You know, I sued him, she killed him. It was a good thing. I work in the prisons in Afghanistan, our prisons and Afghan prisons. If you spend any time with the Taliban, you don't want anybody to fight with them. You want them to lose. You want to see a war on women? Come with us to Afghanistan. Yeah, I'll show you a war on women. So for anybody to say that at any time in their life, the best thing you can say about them, they're naive as hell. You got to be really naive to understand that the Taliban is worth fighting for.
We're just crooked.
Or just naive, just really screwed up in terms of understanding the world. You got to be brave to go kill these bastards.
Yeah.
So I pick brave over naive. So Martha has been in the Air Force as a trailblazer. I enjoyed my time. I was a military judge, prosecutor, and defense attorney. But she was where the rubber meets the road. It's all about air power. Fly, fight, win. I did my part, but it's the ones out there loading the bombs and dropping the bombs. She's going to be an inspiration to young women all over the country. She was the first in the Air Force. A squadron commander. Any of you, any military veterans here? That is a big friggin' deal. To be a squadron commander in the Air Force, you gotta be on squared away. We got a lot of people to pick from. When they picked her for that job, they said everything I need to know about her character, her judgment, and her intellect. Her resume is to die for. Her courage is to be admired, and her politics are to be rewarded. I have no reason why this is a close race. I cannot explain it to you. The polls, I hope, are wrong. But let me tell you, we're not going to win based on a poll. We're going to win based on people like this. That will come out on a Saturday afternoon when everybody else is watching football or having a good time. You're here in this hot room listening to some short guy from South Carolina helping a lady who deserves to be helped and will do you proud. So without people like you, there's no us. There's no Martha, there's no Lindsey, there's no Attorney General. What's your name?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
My name is Mark Brunovich. No, I want to thank you. You actually voted for my wife. She's got confirmed to the federal bench. So.
Well, God bless her. I got this picture in the Judiciary Committee next year. If we hold the Senate, more. So Martha understands how to protect your wallet. She understands how to grow your economy. And she will have the back of those that are doing the fight. Her opponent is wrong about all of this.
We know that.
All I'm going to tell you is that it's not enough for you to know it. Everybody else who votes has got to know it. And you're doing your part, my friend. You're here tonight, this afternoon. So the bottom line is the money. Who the hell is spending all of this money? Now, I'll make a prediction. You can't buy Arizona. Right? You said that. So what is it about her background, Cinema's background, that people don't understand? How can you be a moderate when you've associated with the people she's associated with? How can you represent Arizona when you make fun of it? When nobody's looking. Well, let me tell you about Martha. She's doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Right? She is reliable all the time. She's proud of your state. I want this to be a decisive win. I want to stop this liberal crap before it takes any. We need to out of but to my Democratic friends, what are you doing? Where do you want our country to go? Is this the person you want to nominate to the United States Senate? Somebody who's aligned themselves with the most radical elements economically and foreign policy-wise? This is the home of John McCain, for God's sake. This is a place with 5 military bases. We need somebody in Washington from Arizona who gets it. Martha gets it. Kavanaugh. All right.
Thank you for standing up and talking.
Listen. I had no idea it would be like this. Listen, I have tried. I have gotten my fair share of criticism on our side. It used to not be this way, folks. And if this ain't bottom, I'd hate to see it, right? You know what will stop this? If they lose. Only if they lose. They wanted power way too badly. How can you serve a great nation when you're in the gutter? We're good people. We have our elections, and you know what drives this? They just can't accept the fact that Trump won. That's the only thing that drives it. Let me tell you about me and the dog.
You were standing up with the president.
I finished in the top 17 in our primary. When I first met him after he got elected, he says, "You know, I don't have your cell phone number." I said, there's a reason for that. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, it's the highlight of my campaign. I ran out of things to say about him, but he beat me like a drum, and I accept my defeat, and I want him to be successful. Yeah. We got one thing in common with him. I like him, and he likes him. Yeah. And we've got to know each other. We've been on the golf course, spent a lot of time. He's doing a really good job. It's a hard job being president. But the other side just can't accept the fact they won. It used to not be this way. John McCain fought hard. He lost. He tried to help Obama where he could. He stood up when he had to. Fritz Hollings is a Democrat in South Carolina. Long Democrat, been around forever. Voted for Scalia, who's a great conservative. Strom Thurmond, I took his place. We change senators every 50 years in South Carolina where you He was elected general the year before I was born. But he voted for Ginsburg because that's the way it used to be. You win, you pick qualified people. But why is it always us, Sam? It was Bork, right? Remember that? Clarence Thomas, Alito, and now Kavanaugh. Why is it always our people? Well, you know what? We play by the rules, and the rules have served us well. And those who don't play by the rules, I hope they get their ass kicked. And let me tell you the rules. In America, you're presumed innocent until politically it's not convenient, right? So the bottom line is, I voted for Sotomayor and Kagan not because I agreed with them, because I thought they were qualified, and I got all these nice notes from people on the other side. I've known Brett Kavanaugh for 20 years. There is no better person to pick to be on the Supreme Court than Brett Kavanaugh. Maybe that smart out and drunk more beer. He's a good man. Been on the bench for a dozen years. And everybody that knows him has nothing but deep respect for him. And I saw the destruction of a wonderful man for the worst of all purposes, politics. I heard things I never thought I would hear said in the United States Senate. Because you have a different philosophy than I do, you're not entitled to the presumption of innocence. I'd hate to be a Republican charged with a crime in Hawaii. Being asked questions without a good faith basis. If you're a lawyer, you have a duty to the court and the system to not ask the question unless there's a good faith belief that the question is justified.